The Election Commission of India has announced Phase 2 of Voter Roll Revisions or S.I.R, which stands for Special Intensive Revision. This phase will be held across 12 states and union territories from October 28th. Now, the exercise is being held in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Gujarat, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Puducherry, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal.
ये वो 12 राज्य हैं जहां पर कल से SIR शुरू होने वाला है। अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड यूनियन टेरिटरी, स्टेट छत्तीसगढ़, गोवा, गुजरात, केरल यूनियन टेरिटरी, लक्षद्वीप, मध्य प्रदेश, पुदुचेरी यूनियन टेरिटरी, राजस्थान, तमिलनाडु, उत्तर प्रदेश, वेस्ट बंगाल.
Among these, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Kerala and West Bengal are scheduled to go for polls in 2026. Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar clarified that in Assam, which is also a poll-bound state, the revision of electoral rolls will be announced separately because of the ongoing National Register of Citizens in the state. Now, in each of the 12 states that I've mentioned, the printing and training phase will occur from October 28th to November 3rd. Officials then will be sent for a home-to-home verification. This will be a document verification drive that will go on for a month, November 4th to December 4th. The draft electoral rolls will be published on December 9th. This will be followed by a claims and objection period till January 8th, 2026. The notice period for hearing and verification will go on concurrently from December 9th till January 31st. And finally, after that entire process, the electoral roll will be released on February 7th, 2026.
এবং গভর্নমেন্ট অফ ইন্ডিয়ার এজেন্সিগুলোকে যারা বিজেপির কথায় আজকে শুধুমাত্র রাজনীতি করছে, গৌরীকরণ করছে, শিক্ষা থেকে শুরু করে, সংস্কৃতি থেকে শুরু করে, ভোটার লিস্ট থেকে শুরু করে, উৎসব থেকে শুরু করে সমস্ত এজেন্সিকে দিয়ে একজন মির্জাপুর আছেন ওখানে দিল্লিতে।
But first things first, what is S.I.R? What happened in Bihar? And how is the current process different from last time? Unlike the usual annual revision, the S.I.R is an intensive ground-up exercise that requires all registered voters to verify their details with an explicit goal of removing duplicate, deceased, migrated and illegal immigrant voters. The S.I.R had been carried out on 8 occasions since independence, the last of which occurred 2 decades ago from 2001 to 2004, so 21 years ago. So let's tell you the current procedure as mentioned by the Election Commission. Under the S.I.R process, there are around 1,000 electors in each polling station, and each booth level officer called a BLO is assigned the responsibility for one polling station. Each assembly constituency has many polling stations, as you know, and one electoral registration officer is assigned to each assembly constituency. So all of those polling stations comes under him or her. Now, this officer is usually an SDM level officer, district magistrate officer, who prepares the draft electoral rolls, who receives and decides on claims and objections, who prepares and publishes the final electoral rolls as well. Each of these tehsils also has assistant electoral registration officers, and that decision taken by this officer can be appealed to the district magistrate, which in turn can be appealed to the chief election officer of the state or union territory. But let's focus really on what happened in Bihar that's led to so much of focus on the nationwide exercise. There's been strong criticism stemming from the Bihar S.I.R. One was on deletions. The final electoral roll in Bihar showed a drop of approximately 65 lakh voters, with the final list of nearly 7.24 crore electors being published. And then there was all of this chaos over documentation. Voters who were added after the 2002-2004 base revision or whose details couldn't be mapped were required to submit an enumeration form along with documents like birth certificate, which the opposition argued was a difficult requirement for marginalized sections. There was a showdown over Aadhaar, and the Supreme Court had to intervene, directing the Election Commission to accept Aadhaar as a 12th document, which it ultimately did for identity proof.
पूरे हिंदुस्तान में विधानसभा के चुनाव, लोकसभा के चुनाव चोरी किए जा रहे हैं, और इनकी आखिरी साजिश ये है कि बिहार में SIR करके नए वोटरों को जोड़कर, वोटरों को काटकर ये बिहार का चुनाव चोरी करें। और मैं और हम सब स्टेट से आपको कहने आए हैं कि हम इन्हें ये चुनाव चोरी नहीं करने देंगे।
एक पूरी तरीके से एक षड्यंत्र है भाजपा का, और भाजपा इलेक्शन कमीशन को आगे करके अपना काम करवा रहा है। जो काम भाजपा खुद से नहीं कर सकती वही काम जो है इलेक्शन कमीशन से कराया जा रहा है। SIR का कोई विरोध नहीं किया है, जो प्रक्रिया जो की गई है उस पर जो है विरोध किया गया है। अगर एक मतदाता का भी अगर वोट छूट जाएगा तो इससे बड़ा अपराध कुछ नहीं हो सकता।
But we have to draw a comparison here. This phase 2 of the Pan-India revision is different from the Bihar S.I.R. It won't require as much paperwork. So essentially within a month of filling out the enumeration form, only if a voter's name doesn't match the old and new voter list, they'll have to go ahead and submit one of 12 documents. The 11 suggested during the Bihar S.I.R. and now Aadhaar too. In contrast, voters in Bihar had to submit one of the 11 documents to prove eligibility along with their enumeration forms. So you see now in this phase 2 of the revision, it's optional. It depends. Only in some cases does the voter actually have to go ahead and provide that proof. Chief electoral officers in each state will hold meetings with political parties before the process begins. Election officials have been instructed to explain every step in detail to involve parties as active stakeholders from the very start. Several parties, however, have already raised their objections to the planned exercise.